So this right here is the iPhone SE 2022 model. So the third generation of Apple's budget iPhone. This starts at $579 Canadian dollars. It's got a 4.7-inch LCD display. It's also got the A15 Bionic chip that's inside all of the iPhone 13 models. It's only got a 7-megapixel camera in front and a 12-megapixel camera at the back, so a wide camera at the back. That's not enough for someone like me. I use all the different cameras on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Also, it's got a home button. Some people just prefer having that home button. It's the honest truth. Most phones started out, having a home button and multiple other buttons. I'll be conducting a battery and a camera test throughout the day. So I'll be using the camera on the phone to record myself as well as take some photos. Okay, so the time is 9:30 a.m. right now, and I'm gonna show you guys what the battery is looking like, where I'm starting at for the day. All right, so into settings right there, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna go up to battery and see what that is. So last charge to 100% 9 minutes ago. We're starting with 100%. It's 9:30 a.m. The day has started. What I'm trying to showcase here is how well this phone will handle over, an entire day. See if the battery is good enough for the average person. Let's see what the battery usage is looking like so far. So we've had a screen on time of 1 hour and 49 minutes and a screen off time of 3 minutes. Instagram is, 40% of the use right now, but I've basically posted to my 2 accounts on there today. So there's been, a little bit of activity on there. So I've been going back and forth, just checking it out. And then the App Store. Well, it's a new phone, so I've been downloading a few things on there. The camera's got 11% of usage. Let me know down in the comment section if you would pay the price for this kind of phone, for the iPhone SE3, or if you would just go ahead and buy like an Android phone or even a used iPhone 10 or 11 or something like that. Anything. Just let me know down in the comment section. So I'm outside right now testing the front camera, and it looks like you can only record in HD and 720 pixels. So that's not very high quality, especially for 2022. But like I said, if you're, using this phone to record, with the front camera, then you should probably be thinking about getting something better, because you're vlogging at that point. And I wouldn't say this is great for vlogging. I'm using the rear camera right now. So this one's in 4K 24 frames per second. So I guess if you're only going to be using the rear camera to shoot all of your videos, then you should be fine. 4K 24 frames per second and 4K 30 frames per second. So that's pretty good right there. So I'm just out here taking a walk using the rear view camera. Just wanted to show you guys what it looked like outside. So I'm shooting in 4K 24 frames per second, if that matters to you. I live in Calgary, Canada, if you're wondering as well. And honestly, we're lucky right now because it usually is cold. It's very cold most of the time, but today isn't too bad. There's not much sightseeing around here right now because this area is still under construction, so there's a lot going on here. Right up there's a skate park. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. There's a little bit of a zoom there, but this is all the way zoomed out, as you guys can see. I don't know if the quality is getting any better or any worse, but then you zoom all the way out and that's what you get. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to see, with this camera. There's not much to it. It's not meant for professional work of any kind. Let's check out this dead plant, this blue ribbon right here. Like you can see there's still a depth of field right there. So like that blurry effect in the background, you can still get that if you want to isolate a subject. Now it's 12:58 p.m. Let's see where the battery is at so we can see what we're working with. Right there, as you can see, we've got 71%. That's not bad. That's not bad so far. So Instagram 50%, camera 11%. The App Store has dropped by a little bit, so the camera is taking over. Right now it's 2:54 p.m. 2 hours, 12 minutes of screen on time. So yes, the screen was off the entire time while I was, just listening to music. But as you can see, background activity, Spotify takes 2% right there. Instagram has now dropped to 35%. The battery percentage is 65%. So it's 5:45 p.m. right now. I've been using the phone for mostly listening to music all day because I used it while I was doing my DIY project, as well as when I was doing my workout or having my workouts. But during my workout, I also used the screen a lot. So we are standing at 45%. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some more stuff around the house. The time is 7:08 p.m. and the battery is in the red territory now. But I'm not gonna push the phone any further. But so far, honestly, I'm surprised that it actually pushed till this point. All right, so right here, the phone says we've got 18% of battery at this point. 3 hours and 42 minutes of screen on time, screen off time, 2 hours and 46 minutes. What you'll notice with today's use of this phone is I didn't have the screen on as much as possible. But like I said, I wanted more of an average use of the phone. So usually what I would do is, use my phone for emails, for text messages, surfing the web, watching videos, uploading videos. It does a lot more than I did today with this phone, but this is basically how I would use it without the professional side. So more on the personal end. 40% of battery usage for Instagram, 16% for the camera, 12% Spotify. So Spotify definitely climbed up the ladder there. I used it heavily today. Just the generic apps that most people tend to have on their phones or tend to use. It might not be Instagram for you, it might be a different social media platform, or it might be a messenger, it might be WhatsApp, it could be anything. But as long as you're basically messaging and socially interacting, I feel like one of those apps will be at the top here. So the camera, like I said, 16%. I also tend to use it a lot more than that on a usual basis, but I didn't really use it as much today because I didn't have much to do with it. I couldn't do much with the cameras that were on it. I didn't have, for example, the ultra wide, which I usually use for my, when I want to take photos of like a smaller room and whatnot. So this one let me get as much as possible. My final thoughts on this is that if you want to, kind of get initiated into the iOS or the Apple universe or ecosystem, then you should definitely start with this. It's very possible, you get the same chip, which is honestly the only thing to me personally that I think I would spend, the money on to get this phone. The A15 Bionic, the home button, LCD screen, one single camera. There's definitely a lot of things that I don't like about the phone. This is a no for anyone that's a professional or anyone that uses their phone heavily. But it's a yes, a big yes for anyone trying to get into the Apple ecosystem, or if you don't use your phone a lot, you kind of just want to have an easy to use phone. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section if you consider the iPhone SE a budget phone in 2022. That's it for this one. I will see you guys in my next video. It's Midas, and I'm out, y'all.